because you have kept the word of my perseverance, I also will keep you from the hour of testing, that hour which is about to come upon the whole world, to test those who dwell upon the earth. Now, some people have seen in this passage the possible reference to the rapture of the church. Now, I don't think that that is a good interpretation of this passage, and I'm going to limit myself to this text. That is, I'm not going to deal with the greater question of the rapture of the church. I'm going to deal with this text and ask, is this text referring to a rapture of the church? Well, now there are only two occurrences in the entire New Testament of watch over or guard and from or from out of. The other is John 17 verse 15. I ask you not to take them out of the world, but to guard them from the evil one within the world. So that's the only other time that we see this guard from within, or guard from. Now, again, I'm of the opinion that John the Apostle is the author of the Gospel of John, and John the Apostle is the author of the book of the Revelation. And I'm of the opinion that when we see word connections, it's possible that he, as the author, is trying to draw our attention to that. Now, another reason, I don't think that whatever this protection is, I don't think that it's a physical protection because of what we've seen in the rest of the letters. You think about the letter to Smyrna, you're going to have tribulation, be faithful unto death. You think about the church to Pergama, hold fast my name even when the faithful witness Antipas was killed. So you see throughout these other letters, not this idea that you get out of tribulation, but that you're going to have to go through tribulation and you're going to have to remain faithful in tribulation. So if that's been the theme in these other letters, do you think that the theme changing in this letter would make sense? That I'm going to get you out of trouble. And finally, one more. There's quite a few passages throughout the New Testament referring to Christian suffering, referring to Christians going through various trials and tribulations and so forth. And one of the things that I think we see, John chapter 16 verse 33, believers can have peace even in the midst of tribulation. Now finally, the church in Philadelphia, it wasn't raptured in the first century, was it? The church in Philadelphia wasn't raptured out. The other churches have to go through all these trials and tribulations, but God snatched out this one church in Philadelphia, did He? If that were the meaning of the text, then the text has had no meaning. It had no meaning for that first church who read it. It's had no meaning for the subsequent churches that have read it. And if that's the meaning, and you and I die before the rapture of the church, then this text had no meaning for us either. And so I think that when we stick with this text, I don't believe that what's going on here is a rapture of the church.